Welcome again, Summoner. Today's topic, Minimap usage. As we all well know, the minimap shows us the position of all champions, minions and monsters that we have vision of. The real question is, how do we use the minimap most effectively? There is stuff happening on the screen all the time. You have to look at creep health in order to last hit, watch the opponents in lane, harass said opponents, avoid getting harassed back, and so on. While all of this goes on, you should also keep track of what is going on the minimap, because it helps you spot the enemy jungler coming in, missing enemy champions in other lanes, or enemy movements towards map objectives. The real problem is not that new players are not capable of looking at all of these things, but rather that they do not think about all of these things in such a short time frame. Now, what I do, in order for me to keep track of the minimap, I use a trick that already served me well while playing StarCraft. I originally learned this method from Day9. Maybe you are familiar with him, he's a big deal in the StarCraft scene. The basic idea is to constantly remind you to look at the minimap, by associating the act of checking the minimap with something that you are already doing. This can be anything really, but it has to be something that happens at least every few seconds, so you can keep track of what's going on. In my case, I do this. Whenever I'm about to make an aggressive move, I look at the minimap, and whenever I'm about to make a defensive move, I also look at the minimap. Depending on what I see, I might change my mind, or see something that tells me that what I'm about to do cannot backfire. Let's put this into an example. I'm playing as Olaf in the top lane, my opponent is Volibear. Our minions are fighting in the middle of the lane. I'm about to advance and harass him with Reckless Strike. I look at the minimap and see that the enemy's Morgana is missing and I have no idea where their jungling Skarner is. I back off again, as I do not want to be thrown away further from my tower by Volibear and afterwards killed in a 3v1. After a few seconds I think of harassing again, so once again I will take a peek at the minimap. Now I can see that the enemy Morgana and Skarner moving by our ward in the bottom river. This tells me that I have free reign in the top lane, while I'm also too far away to do anything about the situation down towards bottom. At the same time, my teammates also hopefully watch the minimap and retreat towards the tower, as well as our mid and jungler going down to resolve the problem. As you can see, watching the minimap is essential for survival as well as being able to aggress safely. But you don't have to use my reminder of thinking of doing an aggressive or defensive move. You can invent your own reminder, like for example, look at the minimap whenever a minion gets below 50% HP or whatever trigger you can think up. I hope this trick to watch the minimap was useful to you and will be useful to you in the future. If you want to view another guide of mine, feel free to go back to the menu and pick one. One can never learn too much. Or maybe you want to try out what you learned in a real match. You are of course always welcome to come back and learn more.